Yes, he remains proud of his Cameroon team despite the African champions slipping to a 2-0 defeat to Chile at the Confederations Cup last night. Bruce side overcame a difficult start in which they looked like they were going to be swamped by Chile's all-action approach and gradually grew into the game, only to be undone by late goals from Arturo Vidal and Eduardo Vargas. The match was, however, overshadowed by, of course, the use of video assistant referee that caused confusion on two occasions. Firstly, when Chile had a goal controversially ruled out for marginal offside, and then of course when the man called yes, Vargas scored again, but then that goal was given as the correct one. Talking about his second goal, a person, yes, the elders will tell you that when a person carelessly loses the flute with which he communicates with his ancestor, he also carelessly begins to call them by mere whistling. Oh, somebody did not hear that. They say when a person carelessly loses the flute with which he communicates with his ancestor, he also carelessly begins to call them just by merely whistling. Oh my word, he who has been destined to get lost by the gods must eventually disappear, even right inside his mother's cocoyam farm. Oh my word, no time to waste at all. Let's still move on. Now we go straight to the locker room of Chile, where boss Juan Antonio Pizzi has hailed the impact of Alexis Sanchez after the Arsenal forward came off the bench to inspire the South American champions to a 2-0 win against Cameroon yesterday. Pizzi's side appeared to be laboring to a goalless draw after an encouraging start fizzled out into stalemate in their Confederations Cup opener in Moscow. But then Sanchez, not fit enough to start due to an ankle injury, came on yes, on the 58-minute mark, and despite not looking fully fit, created goals for Arturo Vidal and Eduardo Vargas. Now still, of course, charting the waters of the Confederations Cup. Come, let's go straight to the locker room of Mexico. Yes, indeed, where one man, his name is, of course, Juan Carlos Osorio. He's coach of the side, and he says his Mexican team fully deserved the share of the spoils against Portugal. Oh my word, the man has stated Hector Moreno's late header secured a 2-2 draw in Kazan on Saturday in the team's opening Group A encounter at the Confederations Cup. Mexico started the better side, but were undone when Ronaldo set up Ricardo Quaresma to break the deadlock, and it looked as though Javier Hernandez's header will not be enough for a point as Cedric Suarez deflected strike restored Portugal's advantage. However, Osorio felt his side will have been hard done by had Moreno not netted from a corner in second half injury time. All right, no time to waste at all. Let's go straight to the locker room of Germany. They are billed to take on Australia today, and head coach Joachim Low believes the likes of Julian Draxler and Joshua Kimmich can help themselves move on to the next level with a strong showing at the Confederations Cup. Inside the locker room of Germany, the world champions, they begin their Group B campaign against Australia in Sochi today with Paris Saint-Germain winger, yes, talking about the man you know as Draxler, Bayern Munich's utility man Kimmich among the leading, yes indeed, they're among the leading attractions right there in the Germany squad. Sports Radio 009, Brilla for Rilla. Now come, let's move on the show this morning. It's all about giving it to you just the way you love as we go to Spain, where La Liga president, oh, he has something to say, but Anthony Becadremo tells me, yes indeed, inside the La Liga will do justice to that. So let me move on to the back of this one. It's all about Harry Kane right there, the man looking ahead to next season, and he says he's targeting the 50 goal mark for Tottenham in what he hopes will be an injury-free cup win. Yes, the England international was the Premier League's golden boot winner as Spurs finished second last season and netted 35 times in all competitions. That was despite missing 3 months due to ankle injuries, and Kane is desperate to improve further on that impressive goal return, saying I want to score 50 goals come next season for Tottenham Hotspur. The elders will tell you that the team that causes the sore determines the treatment of it. Oh my word, yes indeed, the foul that says if he had to cry the way it loses its cheeks, then it will certainly become a mere skeleton. An animal who is not strong enough does not live alone in the wilderness. It is when death gives one a long chance that he can begin to write a will. So says the elders. Yes, it is when death gives a man a long time that he can sit down to begin to write a will. All right, talking about willing, let me tell you, I'm willing to inform you about what the stars are saying right there on Twitter on the show. It is still Sportssquare.
Give me overdose, oh baby, Simon Quay.
Yes, the food that is given to the slave is not for bodybuilding but for survival. So says the elders. Now come, let's go straight to what the stars are saying. Yes, indeed. But before then, let me tell you that new Everton signing David Klaassen is expecting to score goals regularly in the Premier League. Klaassen scored 14 goals and registered 9 assists in 33 Eredivisie appearances for Ajax last season, following on from the 2015-16 campaign where he netted 13 and created 8. The 24-year-old who moved to Goodison Park in a 27 million euro transfer, and that was last week. He remains confident of continuing to make an impact in front of goal after moving to England. All right, room for one more story as we go straight to Inter Milan, where Gabriel Barbosa says he's staying at Inter for now after reportedly rejecting a season-long loan to Las Palmas right there in Spain. The Brazil striker, nicknamed Gabigol, arrived to Youth Fanfare at San Siro last August, having signed on a 5-year deal for reported 29.5 million euros. Yes, indeed, 29.5 million euros from Santos. But the 20-year-old became one of the most puzzling cases of the 2016-17 season, failing to start a single Serie A game and only managing one league goal in his 9 substitute appearances. All right, let's go straight to the next one. It is what the stars are saying on Twitter right here on Sportssquare.
Give me overdose, oh baby, Simon Quay.
All right, no time to waste at all. Let's go straight to what the stars are saying. And we start off with our own Onazi Ogenyi. Yes, indeed, at Onazi Ogenyi. His Twitter handle says, I thank God for you and everything good that comes with marriage. 1 year down already, more than grateful. And that's talking about his wonderful wife, Sandra. Yes, indeed. And the man is happy that 1 year they've been together. And he says he's thanking God. What about the man called Janagu? He says, updating from above, heading back to work with a lot of positive thoughts for the upcoming season. Time to be better than my last season. At Ogujonogo, his Twitter handle. Sunday Olise at Sunday Olise's Twitter handle says, lovely way to end my favorite holiday visit home to Nigeria. Flying back with talented Super Eagles player Sylvester Igbo. I wonder when he'll make a return to the Eagles. And he ends it with 2 words, Niger Rocks. All right, that's from Sunday Olise. Bastian Schweinsteiger, of course, at B Schweinsteiger's Twitter handle says 31 points. Great team spirit. Keep going at Chicago Fire. Yes, a new club side of the German midfielder. Samuel Eto'o. Yes, at at S Eto'o9. That's his Twitter handle, or you could say it at Seto9. Yes, you could say at Seto9, his Twitter handle, or Seto9. Yes, indeed. But then it's at SETOO9. That's how it's spelled right there on his Twitter handle. And he says, Happy Father's Day to all dads, and special thanks to those who have impacted my life. SEF, Samuel Eto'o. In case you're wondering what that means. Alexander Iwobi at Alex Iwobi says, Big 17 plus Papa 17 equals Happy Father's Day. Yes, hashtag safe. And there's a picture of Iwobi with his dad right there on Twitter. Alex Oxley Chamberlain at Alex_Oxchambo. His Twitter handle says, Hammock Life. Yes, wonderful. Okay, that's from Alex Oxley Chamberlain, still holidaying right there on his own. What about Luis Suarez? He says, proud and happy to see them, my happy little ones. They make me very proud and happy. That's from at Luis Suarez 9, and he's talking about his 2 kids right there on Twitter. Sergio Cunaguero says, enjoying the holidays, but already I've received the new hashtag Puma 1 boots for the preseason at Puma Football. Yes, and the man holding up the new boots right there while on holiday, Sergio Kun Aguero. Now time for us to go straight to the interview room where I have one man, yes, Obisia Wakpa, right here on the show. It is Sportssquare.
Give me overdose, oh baby, Simon Quay. Give me overdose, oh
right then, Sports Radio 88.9 Bella FM. It is still Sportssquare. This morning, we're going straight to the interview room where we have with us a former boxer, a national boxing coach, formerly. And right now, it is a pleasure to welcome Obisi Awakpa, nicknamed the Golden Gloves, right here on Sportssquare. How you doing?
Hi, my dear. God bless.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, good morning to you. All right, let's start off with the fact that 5 of our boxers have jetted out to Congo. It's all about the African Boxing Championship going down in Congo. Anthony Konyegwachi is the coach leading them right there. We're supposed to go with 12, but due to lack of funds from the Boxing Federation, 5 of them going to Congo. What are your expectations as we look to participate in that competition right there in Congo?
Well, we thank God for everything. I don't know why every time ministry will complaining no money, giving excuse. The excuse does not, there's no, anywhere there is much excuse, that place doesn't supposed to exist. What I'm saying is that these 5 boxers going, are they through the national team or army team? So we know that whether they are soldiers or national team, we know they are all Nigerians. But how will now, which means Army is now teaching the ministry how to function. It's very, very sad that we had, and this is true, that is the Army team now that is representing Nigeria because of lack of funds. If ministry is no more existing, why can't they scratch sports ministry out of the game, out of the country's program? We have a minister of sports there. What is he doing? And all I'm telling you is that I was a former staff. All they do is to use the money to pay for pilot files of senior officers in the ministry, instead of keeping the money to run the program that will make Nigeria, to be known and to be recognized. So all this should stop. The Ministry of Sports are not functioning well. Why can't Nigeria come together and see that this ministry is not functioning well? Look at what is happening now. The Army team is representing Nigeria, while the real stars who merited being a champion, there's no money to pay for them. It's very sad.
Very sad. Ministry
of Sport is already a dead, it's not functioning. It's a dead body. So why can't Nigeria come to, why can't government look at it from that angle? Where did Army get money? Are they not ministry too? Which means they are more disciplined than the sports ministry we are talking about.
But coach, now that Kenneth Minima, Major General Kenneth Minima has returned as, of course, the president of the Boxing Federation here in Nigeria, what are you expecting? What are you expecting to change in terms of our boxing?
Well, if it's not because of Minima, we all the time we be having it like that. Is the army, is the military senior officers who come to rescue boxing in Nigeria. So if Minima is back there now, I'm not surprised. He is the only. It looks as if he's the military officers are the most qualified, people that always favor boxing and rescue boxing. But right now, I don't think it's the work of only General Minima, because he's a chairman. The game and the responsibility lies on Ministry of Sports, who are not doing anything. We all congratulate Minima. Minima is welcome. We know he's coming there to rescue us, because without people like that, boxing cannot function. From the time of General Defoko, we have been having army generals coming to rescue boxing. But right now, what is the responsibility? The question we are talking about, what is the ministry doing? Every time they give excuse to these children, they want these children to be ring rusty, Why are they discouraging these children? Every time they're supposed to go for World Championship, there will be no money. Anytime they want to go for African Championship, no money. Every year there must be complaint of no money. And they are not running any sports activity. So what is happening?
All right,
Too much excuse. Too much excuse.
Not a good one. Too much excuses. All right.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. On that note, I want to say a big thank you to you. Talking about former boxer and former national coach of boxing, Obisi Anwakpa Golden Gloves. It's always a pleasure having you on Sportssquare, and we say thank you very much. Have a nice day.
You're welcome. Thanks.
All right then. Sports Radio 989 Brother FM. That's how we call it a wrap right here on the show this morning. Like the elders will tell you, a stone is never suitable for testing a strong head. Yes, indeed. It is by asking questions that one will trace the whereabouts of the he-goat that belongs to the deity. The elder has left the square this morning saying, do have a wonderful day and keep it out here.
This is
Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM.
Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.